I'm looking for the best comic panels in all of One Piece, and, well, wherever they are not in Chapter 187. Cards on the table, I just don't think the fight between Sanji and Bon Clay is any good. There's some good structure happening in this chapter, though. It's bookended with Vivi running to the palace at the start and ends with her telling Chaka to destroy it, once again hoping to bring the fighting to a halt. It's a nice thing about the Alabasta saga that although Vivi is often in danger and often needs help, she's never reduced to just a damsel. She is an active agent in the story, and her decisions do matter. Anyway, Sanji and Bon Clay. Unlike with Usopp and Chopper and later Nami and Zoro, where the fight against the Baroque works is a means to push them into some character growth, Sanji and Bon Clay's fight is more of a comedy break, really, pitching Sanji's self-seriousness against Bon Clay's buffoonish over-earnestness. That then is topped off with some not very well-aged turn-of-the-millennium comedy about how Sanji is a horny idiot simp and Bon Clay is trans, and that's weird, and yeah, it just ends up kind of filler, honestly. It does mark another step on Bon Clay's road from enemy to eternal ally of the Straw Hats, which is a payoff that is worth waiting for, but because the fight is kind of nothing, there really aren't any standout panels either. In fact, if anything, this fight is communicated a little bit poorly for my taste, with a lack of clear fight choreography and flow in many places, with panels feeling disconnected without clear bridging action. Still, if we're looking for a best panel in this chapter, I think it's probably this establishing shot right at the start of the chapter. We have this one rebel taking up the entire right side of the panel in the extreme foreground, which then gives a lot of visual depth to the successive layers of fighting men as you look further in. Meanwhile, you have all these buildings filling up the background cast against this enveloping rolling dust cloud that almost looks like a violent tsunami. And again, remember that theme we've talked about with the fog of war and how the dust of the sandstorm is essentially Crocodile's malicious presence that lurks over the entire battle, manipulating everything. So this is, as a panel unto itself, a piece of pretty good storytelling.